Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Dark. We're on season 2. I forget which episode we're on, but I figured I'd get some recording done before I go and do some other activities. My feet are killing me, so I needed to sit anyhow and rest. So we're going to watch some Dark and kind of go from there. All dressed up. I had a funeral to go to. Not really a reason why you want to get dressed up, but this took 2.5 hours. Well, about an hour and a half. It took me about an hour to get moving this morning, but an hour and a half. This is why I don't dress up very often because all that effort and this is all we get. So, but I figured while I'm dressed, while I need to rest, let's go ahead and do some reactions. So that's what we're doing. There's Purr. She's frustrated. She always sharpens her claws when she's frustrated. Hi, you gonna come watch some shows with me? She still has her bald patches. For those of you that have seen about the bald patches, one back here, right there, and one right here on her chest. I think some fur is starting to grow back in those spots, so we'll have to see. This is stuff to go in the fridge. I just haven't gotten there yet. I want to clean the fridge first. It hasn't been really cleaned down in about 2 years, so it's about time to do a thorough cleaning of the fridge. It's going to take her a while to get settled, so let's go ahead and get into the show. So we're on season 2, episode 6. This one is called An Endless Cycle, and that's definitely what it's feeling like. Even though they talk about a beginning of the cycle and an end of the cycle, it feels like it's endless, especially if we've got time machines that don't have to rely on the supernatural phenomenon. I don't know. I don't know what to call it yet. So I just edited episode 2 of this season, 2 or 3, and even going back and editing, I don't feel like I learned anything extra, like you sometimes do. And like, oh, I missed this. So I don't have any predictions other than we're going to be going back and forth in the timeline again as people find out about it, like Charlotte and Katerina and all that. I know Katerina was going into the cave, I think, the last we saw her. I think that's the last we saw her. Jonas is back with Adam in 1921, 1922. And I don't think we saw Agnes at all the last episode. I got to thinking about that. So I don't think we saw her. Claudia is doing her thing. And I am still, even when editing, I'm still mixing up who is who because I keep thinking curly haired Claudia is Regina. And I got to remember, no, that's Claudia. So just trying to keep things straight. It's a chore with this show for me.
Where did it all begin?
That's a good question.
Ever be able to know the origin of it all?
Oh,
Or will there always be some first?
is this a season finale? I don't no, it's not. It just feels like it is. Okay. Usually when a show goes through the history of everything you've seen already to this point, it's like a season finale or a big episode. So, are we in 2019? I do that too. I smell the milk before I do anything just to
Good
see if
morning.
it's soured or
Morning,
not.
sleepyhead.
Are we going to get
Morning.
Michael's perspective, older Michael's perspective? He's shaking pretty good. Sounds like the mention of Katerina and Ulrich did it to
All
him.
right, gotta go.
Yellowcoat Jonas visiting him? We haven't seen him visit him in the past yet. at least interact wise.
Don't you think it'd be good if you got out once in a while? Couldn't you give it a try at least?
Oh, does he have agoraphobia? This okay. I was going to say it's the same day we started, isn't it? But no. I think it's a cute little place.
My period is starting, and I haven't shaved in ages. I'm sorry.
You know I don't care.
I'm sorry. You've got rubella.
I was going to say it's not
Of all the
chickenpox.
days for this, you had to choose this one.
That's why you get your vaccines. Rubella vaccine, measles, MR, MMR. What's the other M? Mumps, measles, mumps, and rubella.
See you later.
I like Regina's top. I like keyholes in the back. I like them better than keyholes in the front. Although I realize the keyholes in the front are supposed to tease.
When she's hungry, she'll even pull people down with her.
She's going to tug on her feet. I remember ghost stories when I was a kid. What did he find? Oh,
That's St. Christopher,
the coin that's on
patron
the
saint of
kids.
travelers.
Am I forgetting that he came back to the future?
Get back to it, Romeo.
Good Lord.
So, how did we get from 1922 to the day before everything went down? I think they're just pranking.
Madness?
Never mind.
You weren't moving.
So, is that the first time he saw Francesca naked? Um, so delayed thought is the moment that Mikhail was in the back of the car and asked for a fist bump from Jonas, traveling Jonas. Is that the deja vu, seeing the yellow jacket on him? I'm trying to, I know we're getting different perspectives and seeing what folks were doing the day before all the shit went down. But we've also got Traveling Jonas back in 2019, and I'm not sure how he got there. And I feel like I missed an episode. Oh, he must have gone into the God particle thing that was in the 1920 space. I do remember Adam showing him that.
I thought I had more time.
Is this the moment he thought he could change everything?
Never believe anything else.
Why is he saying this to her? Is it because Adam Jonas told him to during their talk? I don't remember that. And he knows, this Jonas knows that she's his aunt. That was just weird. Is he going to try to stop Michael from killing himself?
Hello? Go into the woods then. No, sure.
So, are they trying to answer the question that I had back when we were starting all this back and forth stuff of why don't the adults recognize the kids that are transversing the different eras? But right there, it looked like she does recognize Mikhail, but this is before she finds out about the traveling stuff. So is this her getting an idea? She found a kernel of popcorn she's going to go for. She's like a bulldog with a bone when it comes to food. I mean, the adults have been acting like they don't recognize any of the kids that are going back and forth or remembering the past stuff. So, like, this isn't the first time that she's ever met Mikkel. I mean, she's friends with Oric and Katerina, friends with Katerina. So, I mean, it still doesn't make sense, especially since they're showing us, yes, she does seem to recognize. Are they voluntarily forgetting so that because it just doesn't make sense and so their mind forgets it, kind of like the Buffy universe? Everybody just kind of ignores the fact all these people are dying. So, what's the rationale? I think we should ask. And this is a
I think
short
he just had
episode.
deja vu or something. Mikkel has grown so much.
He eats like an
Oh, no,
elephant.
it's not.
After his mother.
It must be weird spying on yourself. So that must have been the breaking point for him. Where'd that big field come from? I don't remember it in other shots.
Where's the champagne?
Under
Say
the table there.
heaven,
Oh, that's great.
love comes
Thanks.
Magnus, we're
first.
so proud of you.
I think a driver's license is...
Yes.
Belinda
No, Serena, yes. Please.
Carlisle? I think it's
Hey,
Belinda Carlisle.
hey.
Seems like so long ago, doesn't it, Jonas? He misses his dad.
It's okay.
So sorry.
So, is he trying to prevent his dad from committing suicide, or is he just
In the end,
having a
that's why
last
you're here.
moment?
When you kill yourself, that's where it begins.
So he thinks his death is the one that instigates it all?
I thought about what you said at the lake today.
About grandmas and the internet?
Oh, what the other Jonas said. Martha's not going to get pregnant off this one time, isn't she?
Then there was this strange sound.
The time
What was
machine.
that?
Their flashlights are in unison.
Who are you?
Claudia.
Are you with Adam?
That the decisions we make influence more than just our own fates. It's not just about you and Mikkel. You alone can save them. We all have to make sacrifices. Your father has to make sacrifices too.
So how could Claudia see an alternate version with Jonas not born when Jonas seems to be everywhere? It's quite the windstorm, isn't it? Katerina's going to see them interacting, and that's what starts her hatred, her anger. There's the rain. We're getting ready to have a thunderstorm here. Was Peter there? So Justine lied. She had seen him within that year. Does he know what's in the trucks? Can you imagine saying goodbye to your dad twice? Couldn't tell if that was Francesca or Charlotte. I think it was Francesca. Is he going to draw the map of the caves first?
We don't even know half of the mysteries of this world. We are wanderers in the darkness.
So is Adam really Jonas or not?
Magnus, we all have to make sacrifices.
So that was Magnus? Was that Francesco that was with him? Now I'm even more confused. I keep sliding down with the inside lining of the dress. It's a little slippery. Hi, buddy. Did you decide to sit up there? She's so funny. So I'm even more confused. So Jonas, we're assuming, got to the day before everything went to hell by using the particle that we just saw. And it was Adam that convinced him to stop his dad from trying to kill himself. and that would stop everything. But Claudia's saying that's not true. And Claudia's saying that she saw a universe without Jonas. But how did she see a universe without Jonas when Jonas has been in 2019 and 2052, and I think I'm saying that year wrong, and he's been in 1920 something. And so he's been up and down this timeline, all in and out of it. So when did Claudia see a universe without Jonas? So we're even more confused. You see that black lump right there in the bottom cat bed, the round one? I can't actually point at it because if I do, it looks like I'm pointing at the big one. But I'm pointing to this little one right here. That little black lump inside of it is Fangs. She's discovered the heating pad. I can't get her to get back in that bed with the heating pad, so I had to close all the windows because it was too cold for her. I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm even more confused than I was on day one. And I think some of the answers that we had just kind of went right out the window and aren't helping at all. And I don't know why Jonas said that to Martha, encouraging her to be with him when he knows that that's his aunt. Why was he encouraging the relationship? I thought he understood he needed to dissuade it. So I'm confused. Confused, confused, confused. Thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.